Locked in Love is a Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse cartoon that's currently on Disney Plus, and this actually taught me something because it's set on the Seoul Tower in South Korea, and I hadn't actually heard of this tower. So I did a little bit of investigating, and it sounded really interesting. So, much to its credit, the episode gave me some education. The actual episode itself is interesting enough, but I think once it actually got to the point, it stopped being as good. It's all lovey dovey and sweet at the beginning and kind of sickly, and I rather enjoyed that. And then they lock themselves together, and something happens to the key, and they have to try and chase after this key in order to unlock the lock and free themselves. You could analyze this quite a lot with some symbolism. They've locked themselves together, but by making this commitment, they're stuck together and there's no freedom. I guess kind of like how some people say their relationship goes downhill after you become married. I don't know if there's just something about being forced together that causes constraints. And that's certainly what we see here with Minnie and Mickey, because as they're trying to go for the key, obviously it's difficult to move around quickly when you're secured together with another person. It was interesting enough. I was fascinated enough to keep watching it to see if or how they'd get the key and where the key would end up. It definitely takes them on quite an adventure, but the main thing for me, well, there are two main things. The first one is that visually it's just gorgeous. There are some beautiful colours in this, kind of pinks, purples, reds, very kind of romantic colours. And I also love the fact that it taught me about the Seoul Tower, because I hadn't heard of it, and I now feel slightly more knowledgeable, so that's something that I really appreciated. It is very sweet. It's definitely worth watching if you're a fan of Mickey Mouse and Minnie. It's a nice look at their relationship in a different setting. It's not my favourite, but still one that I'm happy to recommend.